It's recording?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right, so on a point of appreciability, we have to get a high school respectable paint job. Can you fan over there and just see Manuel's project right here? So we have one giant finished Alebrije there. We have the first 5 finishers here. This one is Rocio's. She's a senior, okay? One of the ways that she was able to get these bright colors is that she painted them with white first, the little spots, and then she went over them with pink, okay? Then we have Alexa's. Now Alexa and Ivan are brother and sister. It's interesting that they should finish in the first 4. This one has some extraneous features that aren't paper mache, so she was like a little dentist with some air dry clay, and then she painted them all to look like filthy teeth. There's even a little bit of blood on the teeth, so clearly in the story that I'm going to get about this Alebrije, there's going to be something that caused it to have dirty, bloody teeth, okay? She's got an extreme amount of work here in detail, and then we have this little mom tattoo, which I just shared with you just a few minutes ago. So I think that obviously our students are awesome students, and you guys are in that group of having to uphold our culture in this art department. So this one is Ivan's. One thing I like about Ivan's is it balances, and it looks like it's walking, okay? So if I had to like imagine how this creature walks, it probably walks like this, just based on the stance that he gave it, okay? So you guys are going to, on final day, get your photo made here in class. So on June the 3rd when you arrive, you guys are not going to be working. There's going to be no painting, no paper mache. All of that has to happen for homework. So the minute your feet enter this room, you're going to have a fully manifested monster on the table in front of you. We'll celebrate. We'll take your photograph with it so we can put you on our school culture board. I imagine some of those are going to go on social media, so be prepared to be famous, okay? This one is Josephina's. You guys saw this a long time ago, but it looks way different now. So she has some accessory features, some moss. It's a little mushroom Alebrije, and it's different than the others. That's okay. She got to be creative and show her own personal art skill. The mushroom hat comes off. How cool, right? So really thoughtful, it fits. There's a lot of engineering involved in that. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is Alan's. The last time you guys saw this, Alan was defying gravity in a bucket for these tentacles to stand upright. And as far as I know, Alan's not done, okay? So Alan is still working on paint, and I'm here to tell you that painting takes a long time. Am I right? Painting takes a long time. So don't leave the painting for June the 2nd. Don't do that, okay? You got to be painting all along the way to make sure that it comes up, because some people run into some issues, right? Maybe painting's just really challenging for you, and that's respectable, right? But you've got to come out with this finished one by June the 3rd so you can get an A, okay? All of you have been fantastic. All of you are going to end up with a C if you're in my classroom working on this project because of participation points. But you definitely don't need a C in an elective class, right? You guys want A's? Yeah? Yeah? Would you guys like A's? I didn't see any heads, Bob. Yeah? You want A's? Okay. You guys have to get an A, okay? You've got to do it. You got to buckle down and you got to get an A, because it's going to cost you thousands of dollars in your future, no matter what you think right now. You need to take good advice when you're given it, okay? 100th of a GPA point could disqualify you for certain financial aid and scholarships that you don't even know right now exist, okay? So you don't want to make your future more detrimental than it has to be in affordability, because those kind of finances affect you for the rest of your life, okay? I would imagine if you could get an education for $5,000 instead of $25,000, that's what you want, right? So when you have the opportunity to get an A in an elective, PE, woodshop, art, what other electives are there that you're in? Shout one out, help me. Business tech, what else? Psychology. All of these things that you chose to be in to fill your 80 elective credit bucket, those should all be A's. And then when you really have to give up a B, in something that is really hard for you, maybe like chemistry or what's a hard class? For some people it's English, right? For other people it's math. I've heard from the math teachers.
Sometimes automotive.
Which one?
Automotive.
Automotive. Okay, sometimes in certain classes you struggle, and that's all right. Everyone has their strengths, right? So when you really need that B, but it's the best you could do, save it for somewhere else. Get an A in this class, okay? All right, so here's what happens. I'm gonna loop a video. Sorry about that. I'm uncoordinated today. I'm gonna loop a video. It's in Spanish, but it's cool because you guys are all fluent in Spanish, right? A lot of you. I said that kind of jokingly to my classes. 80% of the people were like, yeah. And I'm all, oh, okay, that's cool. I liked it the most online. There's a bunch of English ones, and I just didn't like them because some of the methods of building and painting weren't that great. So this is not for you to get entranced on during class. It's to kind of give you a springboard of ideas. And this couple that does this little YouTube channel here, they have a lot of really cool ideas for painting alebrijes. And some of them you won't like, some of them you will like, and maybe you'll find an idea or two that can get you started on whatever paint you're going to do on your project, okay? Don't inconvenience your parents. I swear this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'll let you work, okay? We have what you need, so there's no reason to go home and have a panic attack and ask your parents to run to the store, okay? So you guys can be actively taking paint in cups. You can take paper towels. You can take newspaper in your little paper bag. You can borrow paintbrushes that you'll return on June the 3rd with your manifested monster. But I would like it if you would not inconvenience your parents and just go ahead and be responsible and collect what you need before you leave. The only thing I can't let you take is a tool, like scissors, a razor, a ruler, stuff like that, you gotta leave. But if it's a supply that's a consumable supply, like paint or paper, take it. Okay, take what you need. You guys have been super good about that. Alright, so I'm gonna let you end the recording. Thanks for being my